Okay, so this question 4 is find the intersection between this line and this quadratic. Now, we already probably saw this in a quiz, but it won't hurt to go over it again. So we start by I'm going to make it blue, and we put down, always start by putting down the two dots at, in this case, 1, 0, and minus 1, 8. And then I'm going to find the graphical slope. That's always part of drawing the line through that, is finding the graphical slope. And at this point, we'll go over here and discover that delta x equals 2. Then we'll go down here and discover that delta y equals, it's down, so it's negative, and it's down, goes down from 8 to 0, so it's minus 8. So that gives me delta y over delta x. And bear with me because I'm drawing this all with a mouse. Equals minus 8 over 2 equals a slope of minus 4. So that means, let's go back to thick, over 1 down 4, over 1 down 4 takes me to the other point. That's a check. Over 1 down 4 takes me to minus 4. Over 1 down 4 takes me to minus 8. And over 1 down 4 takes me down here. And that will give me a line, nice blue line, thin blue line, as they say. We'll go like that, gives me a nice line. Okay, now I gotta do the red quadratic, and I always draw the quadratic. So the idea is I draw the two guys and then I see where they hit each other. So I got my line. Now I got to draw the quadratic. To do that, I always work out what is h and k. And h is going to equal, okay, b, which is 4, divided by negative 2 times a, which is negative 2. So that's going to give me 4 divided by negative 2 times 2 is going to equal 1. Wait a sec. Let's make that happier. There. Now, so that's h. Then we have k, which is we plug 1 into the quadratic. So k equals negative 2 times 1 squared plus 4 times 1 minus 3, which equals minus 1. Because this is minus 2 plus 4 is plus 2 minus 3 is minus 1. And so that gives me, okay, I'm going to now start doing red. And so I'll put down the vertex at 1 minus 1. And it's a minus 2x squared quadratic right over there. So we go over 1, down 2 times 1 squared. We go over 2 from the vertex, down 2 times 2 squared, which is 2 squared is 4. 2 times that is 8. So we go down 8 from minus 1 to minus 9. And we go, wait a second, I put the quadratic in the wrong place. This isn't minus 1 minus 1. So you see what can go wrong when you're graphing. You have to put the points in the right place. So let's go to minus 1 minus 1. Same thing, over 1, down 2. I noticed because this should have a y-intercept of minus 3, and now it does. Over 2, down 8. And now I drew the quadratic through those points. And this is where I have to get fairly good. And I'm not getting fairly good. Let's try that again. Do this better. I'm drawing with a mouse. And then I go like that. I go like that. And I go in here like more or less like that. And so that gives me two places where there's an intersection. Up here, that looks like 1.5 comma minus 1.6. And somewhere around here, which looks like something like -7. I mean, no, not that's the y. I'm getting what's negative. It's positive 2.8, and then -7.2. And so these won't necessarily be beautifully accurate, but they should give me the general vicinity of what my algebra does. So the next step is do this algebraically. So algebraically, okay, we're going to find the formula for the line first. So that's going to be y2 minus y1, 8 minus 0, divided by x2 minus 1 minus 1. And I'll make that, color code that, so let's make that in blue. And that's going to equal minus 4 is the slope. And then we'll get the intercept, which will be, I'll use 1, 0, so we'll do 0 equals intercept plus minus 4 times 1. So we'll add 4 to both sides. And we'll get 4 is the intercept. So my formula becomes y equals 4 minus 4x. And so I used 1, 0 to figure that out. Highlight that. And so we'll use a plug minus 1 into this, and I get 4 minus 4 times minus 1 is equal to 8. So that's a check.